Okay, this may surprise you. Ontario's Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry has announced that 5 samples of white-tailed deer have tested positive for the virus that causes COVID-19.
The information was posted on their Facebook page. For more, let's bring in our science and technology specialist, Dan Riskin. Dan, this sounds kind of odd. How concerned should we be about this?
Yeah, deer getting SARS-CoV-2, getting COVID-19, it's very weird on the surface, but it's actually not surprising because in the U.S., this is a trend that we've been seeing for some time. In fact, there's a study out of Iowa that has really blown everybody away, where 80% of the wild deer have the virus that causes COVID-19. Now, they don't get the disease like we do. It's unknown what the health effects are, but it's a total surprise to see it in a species of animal that really shouldn't be exchanging aerosols with humans on a regular basis. So it's a little bit of a mystery how they get it. Now, there are no known cases of people getting COVID-19 from a deer, so there isn't really cause for alarm that way, but it really is a bit of a stumper in terms of how this is working, right? I mean, did one person somehow give the disease to a deer in a strange breathing incident where they got too close to each other, and now the deer are spreading it like wildfire? That's one hypothesis, but the thing is that when you look at all those deer in the states that have COVID-19, the strains that they have are different from each other, and the strains of local deer populations match the people in those same areas, which suggests that this is commonplace for SARS-CoV-2 virus to go from people who are infected into the deer. And so the big reason this is cause for concern is, you know, this could become a natural reservoir for the disease, so that if we do manage to get rid of it in humans, so we don't have it anymore, it would always be a possibility that it would go from the deer back into people. So it's not great news, not surprising, but it's not clear exactly what the full picture is.
Wow. Any idea how this impacts the deer population? Can they handle it?
Yeah, great question. It's not really clear whether it hurts the deer population. I mean, one thing about deer is that they have these huge populations. I mean, you could say the same thing about people, right? That's one of the reasons that this spreads so quickly through people, especially in cities. Deer populations are quite high, but our understanding of transmission is that, you know, somebody breathes and it's the aerosols that spread it to somebody else. And, you know, it's not that easy to breathe very close to a deer. They tend to avoid people no matter how dense the population is. So it's a mystery how it's getting to the deer. It's not known what it does to the deer in terms of their longevity. It's not seen to be associated with any particular disease, but it's a mystery how this whole disease cycle works and whether there is any threat for it to come back to people down the road.
All right, a different study about the environment and air pollution, and this one is actually good news, Dan. What's going on?
Yeah, you know, I think that's a big picture thing. Is a lot of people, we hear about the environment, we hear about pollution, and we always feel bad because we're comparing it to a pristine thing we have in our minds of what a natural environment would look like if we weren't there. But the truth is, we're getting way better. And so if you look at Toronto, and you compare air in the Toronto to the 1970s, nitrogen dioxide is down 75%, sulfur dioxide is down 92%. The air is so much better in Toronto than it was just a few decades ago. And we already know that this translates into fewer deaths, but there's a new study that shows this also means there's decreased dementia among the elderly. And this comes from a study out of the States. 2,000 people were in this study, and they looked at the air pollution where they had lived over the past several decades. And what they found was not only does it matter how good the air has been where you live overall, but if you move from a place with bad pollution to a place with better air late in your life, you get all the benefits of decreased chances of dementia. So that means for communities, for families living in Toronto, as the air has improved, we've had this invisible benefit where health has been provided, health has been improved, healthcare costs have gone down, and families have had a lot less suffering because dementia rates have been decreased compared to what they would have been if we hadn't improved the environment. So great news.
Yeah, that is great news. Finally, Dan, online university students have created a hack for online classes, no surprise, watching recorded classes at double speed. Now, how common and how effective is this?
You know, what's so funny is this is sort of the home studio in our house, and immediately before I talked to you, my wife was teaching a university class from this room, doing exactly this, and it drives her crazy because she shows up, she wants her students to be there live, and she'll give a lecture, but a lot of students won't attend. They'll wait for the recorded version and they'll watch it at double speed. So the question is, does it hurt their grades? New study of the UCLA shows that about 85% of students are doing this as a hack. But when they did a study and they showed them videos at different speeds, they found that actually watching at double speed, you get the same grade on an exam as you do if you watch it at normal speed. Now, this is comparing watching a video at normal speed to watching a video at double speed. It's not comparing going to class to watching the video at double speed. So maybe there's still some benefit to attending class, but overall it seems like this hack is working, and you can't blame university students for being smart enough to figure it out.
They always find a way, these kids, don't they, Dan?
They do, those kids.
Right. CTV Science and Technology Specialist Dan Riskin, thank you.
Thanks so much.